Hey, what's up, you guys? So I wanted to come in to chime in on the Pulse Nightclub shooting that happened not too far away from where I live now in my state of Florida. Um, it was so crazy waking up to that and knowing it happened like that saying right in your backyard. Like it's just so crazy. I have so many friends who live in Orlando, and I guess Facebook has this new thing where if something tragic happens in that city where someone lives, they'll send out notifications, and the people in that city who you're friends with will say if they're okay or not. And luckily, all the people from that city who I knew, who was from my city, are okay. But my condolences go out to everybody who was in that club, everybody who died, everybody who is injured. Like, it's something hard to bounce back on. Even if they made it out alive, it's still going to be something so hard to bounce back from. Because you can never get that back. You were just there. It could have been you. And I don't go out. Um, I am 28 and I don't go out. But it didn't have to be at a club. Somebody could have came and shot up a gas station, or somebody can come in, for instance, like the movie theater, and shoot up the movie theater. It doesn't only have to be at a club. It's just like so crazy that it happened like in your backyard. Like terrorism happened in my backyard. Like I live 2.5 hours away from Orlando. Like I'm right there. Like it can happen anywhere. It's my condolences go out to the families of everybody who was in that nightclub. Of first and foremost of the people who lost their lives. My condolences go out to their family because that was a senseless act, and that was something that you planned to take out all their lives because you were mad. I just, it's just so crazy. I think back on when 9/11 happened, and I remember I was in 8th grade, and the president was literally in my city, maybe walking distance from my school. My middle school and the elementary school that he was at was walking distance. Like when I walked to school, it was so many Secret Service and so many black cars, and everybody was just out there. And I remember it coming across the news, and I was in Spanish class, and 9/11 was happening like right there. And he was across the street with local kids from my neighborhood, local elementary kids from my neighborhood, reading a book. So it's just so crazy how that happened and then this happened. And truly and honestly, my condolences go out to everybody who was in that building, everybody. Cause you can't erase that from your head. You can't. And I don't want to go into he say, she say, why he did it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was a gay nightclub, a straight nightclub, a fight club. It does not matter. So what, they were gay. All lives matter. Black, white, blue, green, purple, gay, straight, bisexual. All lives matter. And It's just so crazy that it happened like right around the corner. It is. I had one of my friends from Tennessee because I lived there before, and he chimed in and he wrote me on Facebook and was like, update, like, where are you? Because I was planning on moving to Orlando. Could have been me. Could have been anybody, and y'all just had to come in and chime in and say my condolences to them, because I know that is going to be something oh so hard to cope with and deal with, and it was a senseless act. Like, nobody can justify anything on why he did that, because all lives matter. They do, and that was just wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. It's 10:30 at night, and I have been going back and forth on whether or not I was gonna come in and um make a video about it. But I do. I want to come and make a video and say my condolences go out to the families, to everybody that was there in the nightclub, that had family at the nightclub. My condolences go out to you all. I seen a couple people down my timeline saying that, like one person that they have identified that passed was from my city. And I don't live in my city right now. I live a little bit out from my city, but somebody from my city was in that nightclub last night or before day this morning, and his life was taken. And I personally didn't know him, but when it hits home and it's right in your backyard, you just wonder who else was in that nightclub that you may know. Like, I don't know. My condolences go out to everybody that was there, all of their families, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I had to literally turn the TV off and kind of get off Facebook just to get a break from it all. Um, because it's a little overwhelming. And when you hear things like, oh, he saw two men in Miami kissing. Okay, not saying he could have did anything to those people, but why didn't you straighten that then? Not saying that's right, but why couldn't you straighten that then? A little weird. I mean, if it bothered you that much, you could have walked away. There's no way you should have went to a nightclub and shot up that many people and also lost your own life. And I had my dad and his girlfriend here today, and we were all looking at um, everything as it unfolded, and the number just kept going up and up, and it was at 20, and then they stopped at 50, and there's still people in critical condition at the hospitals. Like, what if those people lose their lives also? Then we're looking at maybe 60, maybe 70. Come on now. It's just really disgusting. It's disgusting how terrorism is taking over, and it can happen anywhere. But like I said, my condolences go out to everybody that it affected. It's so crazy that it happened, like I said, in my backyard, and it's just a little bit much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Cause like I said, I know y'all moving. I don't want to make y'all too dizzy. That it's like 11:35, and I have to be to work in the morning. So I went ahead and turned the TV off and logged out of Facebook, because it's really, really crazy. So yeah, like I always tell you guys, from this video to the next, I want you guys to stay beautiful and blow many kisses, and remember to pray before you lay. No matter who you believe in, pray before you lay, because you can be here today and gone tomorrow. Just like them when they went out to that club just to have a good time. Some of them didn't make it back home, and somebody has to bury their daughter or their son, their sister or their brother, their cousin. So pray before you lay. And yeah, I'll let you guys go. Have a good night.